It is Mailbag Day. And ladies and gentlemen, on today's episode, we're going to talk about why Ben Johnson not winning Coach of the Year is actually good for the Chicago Bears. We know he was not snubbed, but we still got to talk about why it's great for him. And we're going to get into the mailbag. Y'all know before we do all that, you got to hear the music first. What's going on, Chicago Bear fans, and welcome back into another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Cdub. So if y'all tuned in, ready to talk Bears football, hit that like button and subscribe. Cdub, what's the word?
What's the word, man? Damn, we got like 8 months to football. But it's a lot of content till we get there. Don't worry about it. We gonna be through here with y'all through the struggle. Don't even trip.
Don't make me put on my IO shades. That's what I call them now. That's what I call them now when I gotta cry. My IO shades, bro.
Oh, bro, the IO shades. I feel your pain, nephew.
But hey, C-Dub, the Chicago Bears had Ben Johnson's name thrown in a hat for Coach of the Year. And hey, he landed at fourth, only received one first place vote. Mike Vrabel took home the award. First and foremost, what were your thoughts on how it all panned out when it came to the voting for Coach of the Year?
Obviously, I was pulling for my man Ben Johnson. I am the homer of homers, if you didn't know. But when you look at it, you take a second and look back at it. Those guys ahead of him probably deserved it a little bit more. If you sit back and just look at it, that doesn't mean that Ben Johnson didn't have a terrific season as a rookie head coach, leading the Chicago Bears to the playoffs and actually getting a playoff win in the wild card round against the Green Bay Packers. But there's other storylines, and there's other coaches that garner being, I want to say, a better job, but they need to be noticed too. And if you look at it with an objective set of eyes, we at where we supposed to be. We at where we supposed to be, and there ain't nothing negative about it.
I agree with it. You got three coaches ahead of Ben Johnson and Mike Vrabel and Mike McDonald. Those two coaches are in the Super Bowl. And then Liam Cohen, he ended his season with a better record than the Chicago Bears. It took the Jacksonville Jaguars to another level, and they look like they're in good hands. But C-Dub, I'm going to go out there and give my reasons why this is great for Ben Johnson and the Chicago Bears.
Okay.
Because he's a maniac. He takes all bulletin board material and digests it in his soul and then injects that into his team, and they become just as crazy as him. C-Dub, what did he say when he came to Chicago? I enjoy beating Matt LaFleur 2 times a year. And then what did he proceed to do this year? Beat him 2 times a year. Oh, y'all got that little win to close out the game, the interception. Oh, watch what's about to happen next. And what happened next? The Chicago Bears proceeded to go out there and whoop them boys in the playoffs as well. And C-Dub, the craziness has just even flowed into his quarterback, the perfect pairing in my eyes. Right. Jamar Chase was just on an interview and called Caleb Williams Caleb Daniels. Caleb Andrews, acting like he ain't know who he was. Guess what Caleb Williams proceed to do? Show how the point totals accumulated over until the end of the game when we beat the Cincinnati Bengals. I love the craziness. This is great for Chicago. This is great for the Chicago Bears. To all of that, C-Dub, you say what?
Man, that was outstanding, nephew. I would have to say that he is that type of guy, especially with the context that you just added, saying that this guy used that as fuel to push him to try to beat the Green Bay Packers. We beat them 3 out of the last 4 times, by the way. Yeah, man. If he one of those types, is he the Tom Brady type? Is he's the? I'm not talking like the skill and
I
shit. I
get you.
just got to break it down for motherfuckers.
I get you.
Is he like Ben Johnson? Is he like Tom Brady? I mean, is he like Tom Brady? Is he like Michael Jordan? Is he like Kobe Bryant? When we talk about mental state, let's see if this is it. I mean, we already got evidence with what you just stated, but let's see now. They said you didn't deserve the Coach of the Year last year, Ben Johnson. Man, the room to improve this team. Would you say it's a large window to improve this team? Because we was 11-7, Phil was it 12-7 to finish the season if you add the
The
playoffs.
playoffs, yep.
It is a little bit of window to improve. It's only 17 wins in a season, but it's a lot of stuff to improve when you talk about the fundamentals of the game of football, being together, being on time. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. That shit you can improve as being a coach. And also what happens on the football fields, plays that's getting operated. Could we get a more smoother process? I think if he would have won 2 more wins last season, it's a couple wins that kind of slipped between our fingertips last season. I think he could have been a clear and obvious Coach of the Year candidate. If you look at it, if he a rookie coach and he doing 13 wins on the season, I think you automatically give it to him. You also got some rookie head coaches, and Mike, not a rookie head coach, but Mike Vrabel, he's been a coach before, but they would have had the same season. All I say is this: Ben Johnson used this shit as motivation. You can be the Coach of the Year next year, but the room for improvement is kind of slim though. How much can you improve this team, Ben Johnson? That's what it's going to be based on.
I agree with that. I think that it's a pathway though. It's a pathway to improve this team because we in my evaluation and how I'm anticipating us going into the season, the people are gonna put the Green Bay Packers as Super Bowl contenders to open up the season. Can you go out there and bust their ass? You got swept by the Detroit Lions this season. Can you go out there and bust their ass? And you're gonna have a hard schedule this upcoming season. Can you go out there and make sure that you end up right back in the playoffs and improve that record? Can you go out there and do that again? Then you go out there and you see what's laying right there in front of you. And I still think it's a great thing because Ben Johnson, for one thing that I know, is that he's one of those crazy guys that say if he lose in checkers to his kids, he gonna beat them 5 times. That's just how it is. I played Connect 4 with my son last night, and I wasn't having it. You know what I'm saying? I played against my wife. She won 2 times in a row. I had to go on a run. That's just my competitive nature within my own household. And in football, the greats, they take the littlest nugget to motivate them. And I think this is what's going to motivate Ben Johnson for sure.
Just get on to the most simple prediction right here. How many wins do you take it? Do you want to add anything more to what it would take for him to win rookie coach of the year? I would say before you go 13 wins, at least 13 wins. Obviously a playoff victory at the very least. And I'm gonna add that Caleb Williams becomes a top 5 quarterback in the league.
For sure. I think that should be on the docket, 13 wins. And the way that you do it, it'll mean something moving forward for sure. But hey, before we get into this mailbag, bro, Super Bowl tomorrow, who you got?
Give me Seattle. I want to see New England Patriots win another motherfucking Super Bowl. The fuck? Come on, Seattle. Shit. And run the ball on the goal line, motherfucker.
On the real, what? I got Seattle Seahawks as well. I just think their defense is going to put on a great performance tomorrow. I don't necessarily saying it's going to be a dominant performance. I think it's going to just be a really good game personally. So, yeah. And I already know Auntie over there ready for Bad Bunny.
You know she can.
Hey. But before we get into the mailbag, man, we're going to get into that shortly. Here's a quick message from our sponsors at DraftKings.
What's going on? It's your boy Hayes, and as many of you guys know, all I do is watch sports all day, every day. I'm talking about every sports, from football to baseball to basketball to even soccer. I watch sports all day long, and so because of that, I've teamed up with DraftKings Sportsbook to bring you guys an amazing offer. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. All you have to do is sign up using my promo code Bear Central. It's the name of the channel that you watch me on every single day, so you guys should be familiar with it. That code Bear Central is going to help you stay in on the action and use your bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at an even bigger payout. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings has got you covered. Bet live on star player props and in-game progress right as they happen. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't even worry about it. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy Sports and have a shot to win cash prizes. Again, all you guys got to do is use the code Bear Central. It's the channel you watch me on every single day. So use that code and tell them Hey sent you. Peace.
On the real, go ahead and try to win y'all some money. Use that promo code at DraftKings and go see if you could cash out. It's gonna be a good game tomorrow, man. But hey, Cdub, we ain't gonna hold the people no more longer. And now it's time to get into it. This first one is from Xavier.
X.
What's going on, guys? This is Xavier calling in, man. I just want to first off start off by giving a shout out to Joe Tooney for winning the first ever Protector of the Year award. That's dope, man. They can't take it from us. A Chicago Bear got the first win of that award ever, so that's big for us. Secondly, I want to also shout out another big guy, man, Theo Benedict, man. Appreciate you for signing that 1 year deal, coming back, man. Theo wasn't bad. You feel me? He was better than Braxton Jones when he took over like week 4 for Braxton, weak ass, and until he got hurt, he was okay. He was up and down, but I mean Theo wasn't horrible. It was nowhere near Braxton Jones. So and with Ozzie Trapillo being hurt, I'm cool with Theo coming back on the 1 year deal. But anyway, I want to speak on Ben Johnson, man. He was not robbed for Coach of the Year. I'm a huge Chicago Bear fan, die hard. I would have loved to see him win it. I always root for my guys to win, but it was coaches that just had better years, bro, and it's okay. It's okay because one thing for sure, two things for certain. Ben Johnson will win the Coach of the Year award if he keeps on trending how he had us playing this first year. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll get one eventually, and they just had better years. I feel like Mike Vrabel, obviously it's a regular season award, but the Patriots made it all the way to the playoffs. Mike McDonald with the Seahawks, nobody saw the Seahawks even get into the Super Bowl, bro. A lot of people didn't even have them making the playoffs, first of all, because a lot of people didn't trust in Sam Darnold. But that defense is legit, and Mike McDonald, he deserves consideration as well. And also Kyle Shanahan, with how many injuries that the 49ers had, he lost two of the best defensive players at their position. He lost Jody Bosa, and he lost Fred Warner, and he lost Brock Purdy in and out of the lineup with injuries. So I mean, it was guys that were in consideration that had better years, and it's okay. It's not to say that Ben Johnson didn't deserve it, because but those guys were deserving as well. So it's like, man, you just pick guys who just pretty much had better years, and Mike Vrabel won it, so it's okay. But man, like I said before, I'm sure Ben Johnson will get one. He's an amazing coach. There's no doubt in my mind that he will get us 13 win season, 14 win season maybe, and he'll get it then. So we'll get it on the rebound, bro. I'm very confident in that. But man, let me know how y'all feel about that, man. Chicago up, Bear down.
Shout out to Xavier. Cdub, what you got?
Yeah, shout out to X. I agree with everything you said about the two big guys on the offensive line and Joe Tooney. That performance in that last playoff game against the LA Rams was fantastic. Playing left tackle when he won Pro Bowler as a guard, he's a spectacular player. Theo Benedict, I'm glad for him. And when it comes to Ben Johnson, you echoed everything I said in the beginning of this video. And I do agree with you. Just like I agree that Caleb will win MVP, I agree that Ben Johnson will win Coach of the Year. Maybe it'll happen on the same year. I'm gonna do that. I think that Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams will win the same honors in the same year. Caleb with the MVP and Ben Johnson with the Coach of the Year in the future.
I like that. I ain't mad at it. And if that happens, I mean, hey, Cdub, Braylon was like, I was like, because they were showing Super Bowl, top 10 Super Bowl on ESPN this morning. I'm like, y'all ain't gonna show Devin Hester play from the Bears? Braylon was like, Dad, who's Devin Hester? Come here, son. Let me show you something. Let me show you something.
Come on now.
So that was a great moment that I had with my son. But hey, Xavier, I agree with everything that you said, man. It's okay that Ben Johnson didn't win this. And like we already echoed, I think it's great for us. It's great for Chicago Bears Central and all of y'all. It's great. He's going to use this to fuel the fire. And that just means more wins are on the way for the city of Chicago. And yeah, man, appreciate the call, bro.
Just to add on it really quick, I don't even want him. I didn't like to think of it. I didn't even want him to win it. Like, I don't want him to be rewarded so early, bro. And he have nothing to chase. Now he got something to chase. If you feel what I'm saying.
I get you. I ain't mad at it. Gut punch. Yeah, come on. How you respond? Here you talking about. But hey, appreciate the call, Xavier. Cdub. Now we're gonna get into this next one. This next one is from Keys.
Keys.
Yo, what's the deal, fellas? It's your boy Keys, man. Hope all is well with you guys. With that being said, let's get to it. So, news has came out about Max Crosby and that whole ordeal like that, and I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. While he is a great player, and he would immensely make this defense that much more better. If it's gonna cost more than what Green Bay gave up for Micah, I'm almost would be like Poles, not holes. I don't know why I said Poles, and be a little bit more hesitant and reluctant to give up all those picks. Now, on the contrary, if it was Myles Garrett, whole different story. I'll probably give up my mama, for him to get us a Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little joke. Don't take it serious, goddamn. But yeah, man, I think Max is a great talent, and I think he would for sure elevate some things around here and everything like that. But I'm of the mindset like this: teams that have won Super Bowls, teams that have been really, really good, right? They have done it while draft. Look at Philadelphia. Look at Kansas City. Hell, look at the two teams that's in the Super Bowl right now with New England and Seattle. They have done it through the draft, majority of the parts. Now, of course, they've signed some free agents here and there, like Sam Darnold and guys like that. But let's take the approach of keep it cost effective and everything like that while we're doing what we need to do in that. I just don't want to mortgage too much, but I do understand if we do pursue them. You know what I'm saying? On another note, fellas, which players, or have y'all even studied some of the players that's coming out in the draft, have y'all looked at and said, hey, this could be a guy that be a steal for us, just like Kyle Monunga was. One player I got in mind is an edge rusher, and he was the MAC Defensive Player of the Year. Nadami Tucker or Nadame Nadami, one of the two. I ain't trying to butcher no names like Drewski did Jackson Smith and Jigba last night. But look him up. Edge rusher, 6'2", 250, and the kid has a burst to get off the ball and make sacks and make plays that, we don't really have. And, that could be somebody we get later rounds in the draft, you know what I'm saying? So just want to hear your thoughts. Hope all is well. And as always, shout out up. Bear down, y'all.
Appreciate the call, Keys. And I agree with you on your first part when it comes to Max Crosby. I'm with you, man. Don't go out there and mortgage too much. Will we absolutely love him and understand? Yes. But to your point, teams are building through the draft along with making good signings. The last team to go out there and say, fuck them picks was the Los Angeles Rams. They did cash in, but to your point, the last few years, the teams that have made it to the Super Bowl and won it, those teams moved smartly. So I just want the Chicago Bears to move in a good way and not just, play for one. I can't even say that. I lose my mind if we have a Super Bowl. But I'm going to just trust the process. And then when it comes to the players, One player that I really, really hope that the Chicago Bears can get, but mock drafts has him not really being available at 25 for the Chicago Bears, and that's Caden McDonald, defensive tackle from Ohio State. To me, what my eyes tell me, he probably the best defensive tackle in the draft. To me. And then another guy is safety, Dylan Thieneman. He's really, really good, and the guy that wants to get downhill and tackle. And then I throw in Zion Young. He's an edge rusher out of Missouri. So those are the guys that I'm looking at right now. The guy that you mentioned, I'll take a look at. I'm still going through my process. I like to spend time on stuff, not just going, because you can't watch entire games. They're not really available like that. You got to go through a number of highlights and then make your opinion. But I'm gonna definitely dive into the fella that you mentioned. Cdub, what you got?
First I want to go off your first part. Matter of fact, first I'll go to the second part. Nephew has been putting his work in when it comes to looking at the college guys. I haven't started really to look at guys, especially when you say you want to look at a guy that's coming out of the 7th round that's going to be impactful like Manunga. I haven't got to that point yet, but Nephew, he put some good names out there. When it comes to Max Crosby, I'm in the ilk. If that's the plan, if you feel like that's the guy that's going to get you to the next level, I'm all with it. He is a game wrecker. He is a game changer. He is a team changer. Albeit he's been with the Las Vegas Raiders. He is that good, and he still can't impact a horrible organization like the Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, we can call other organizations horrible now. Sorry about that, Corn. Shout out to my boy Corn. But yeah, if you feel like this is the guy that can get you to the next point, you do what you have to do, Ryan Poles. Fuck all that. If you feel like that's the next thing, we want to go to the Super Bowl. Max Crosby is that piece to get us there. You do whatever you got to do, Ryan Poles. I'm with you.
Understood. Again, I'm gonna trust the process. I'm gonna trust the fellas up front, and we're gonna see what they do. I'll be getting into this next one. This next one is from Tony. And thanks for the call, Keys. Here's Tony, y'all.
Hey, Hayes, this is Tony H. First off, man, you wear the best Bears gear, period. You flexing. I want to say that the Bears during the off season, I think that they need two things that I'm thinking. Pass rusher and another defensive tackle. If they can get a defensive tackle to help Grady Jarrett and the rest of the defensive line, that will put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and help Grady Jarrett be better. He doesn't have that help. Pass rusher, I love Max Crosby, but it's going to probably cost too much to get him. Henderson, I think that by him being a free agent, it won't cost the Bears too much, to get him, or nothing at all. And that will put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and also give Montez Sweat and the rest of the defense a lot of help. Re-sign your D-backs, Gordon, the rest of those guys, man. I know that Bayer is a little older, but you need that guy for his leadership. And because if you look at it, the game against Green Bay, especially the game against the Rams, DA dialed up a hell of a fucking defensive scheme. Even though the weather was really like snowy and cold and shit like that, but the defense that he dialed up against those, man, listen, Stafford threw no touchdown passes. Okay? It's his receivers, Nuka, I hope that's the guy's name, and Adams, they didn't really get off like people thought they was, But, yeah, the offseason, even though they're going to have a new offensive coordinator, but at the end of the day, Ben Johnson is going to call the plays. And I think Caleb, at this moment, at where he's at, moving forward to next year, off this season, he's going to be a much better quarterback. My thing is to bring his percentage up is to look for the checkdowns. The checkdowns are there. Get those checkdowns, Caleb. Okay, I understand you won't. You like big play Bob. We get that. We know you can get. We know you got the big plays. But bro, hit those checkdowns. Those checkdowns will actually bring up your percentage. Now, when they say that, oh, his accuracy is not on point, have y'all seen this guy's throws? Have you guys seen his throws?
All right, Tony, it's a 3-minute time limit, but I appreciate the call. Cdub, what you got?
Yeah, interesting voicemail about Caleb. Caleb does need to improve. Obviously, we need to be careful with when everybody says they want to hit the layups, and he does need to hit more of those layups. I'm one of those ones that don't look too much into completion percentage. It doesn't. I don't think that's the end all be all completion percentage, because the big plays that he makes, I think, obviously makes up for that. I mean, going down the field 20 yards plus. I think he led the league in that, or he was in the top like 3 or something like that. I think he needs to improve that, improve his accuracy in that. And I also don't want to keep telling him to do that, and you want to ruin his special talent that he has. The impromptu shit, bro. He holds the ball, bro. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to throw the ball short. He wants to make the big play, and I know that could get you in trouble to some of you football purists. Like, man, just run the structure of the offense. This is he's a generational guy, bro. I think we should trust Caleb's talent. Of course, and when I say trust his talent, of course he knows he needs to be more accurate with those check downs and those layups. But we also need to trust when he hold on the ball for a little bit longer, knowing what can be the results. Big time plays from one of the most exciting players in football.
I agree with that. Just real quick, for the defensive backs, hey, I'm with whatever the coaching staff says, but I will like to bring Kevin Byard back. And me personally, I want some new young blood as my cornerback too. Kyler Gordon already locked up. Jalen Johnson still is going through his contract, so I'll be good with that. When it comes to what Cdub said about Caleb Williams, I can only agree. And we talk about completion percentage, but let's talk about all the damn drop passes we experienced this season.
Come on,
please.
Man.
We got to provide context when we talk about completion percentage, because these guys drop a lot of passes this season that could have helped improve the completion percentage. And I'm with Cdub. It is not the end all be all. And that's not no shot at you, Tony. It's just that these dorky ass Green Bay Packers love to constantly bring it up, but somehow, some way, we sent they punk ass home. But it is what it is. Appreciate the call, Tony. Baby. Cdub, we about to get into this last one. This last one is from Milton.
Hey, fellas, what's going on? What it do? With Milton the Dark Knight calling in once again on this beautiful Friday evening. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. So, reports are showing that the Bears are looking towards trying to restructure DJ Moore's contract. That'll be definitely good news. Want to keep him here. I'm not totally on the let's get rid of DJ Moore train and everything like that. The dude came through in clutch situations, especially against those rat bastard Packers, not once but twice. So why get rid of the goose that lays the golden egg when it comes to that and everything? I say, the Bears do need to restructure his contract, which they feel that they're leaning more towards. So that's a good news right there. As far as on the defensive side, I'm kind of on the fence about Tremaine Edmonds. I know that everyone's predicting they might cut him. He hasn't, honestly, like y'all been saying, he hasn't lived up to that contract. And yeah, he came through this past season, and everything, even after the injury. But it just seems like with him, he plays more better when he and TJ Edwards are out there. But it's like when TJ went down with injuries, he was just, I know he was trying to do his thing, but it just didn't. It's just something was off with Tremaine though that I just can't explain it. But I'm like I said, I'm on the fence with that. And Jaquan Brisker, if they were gonna, well, I know we got a whole bunch of holes on our defensive line. With that, I would just say, and this is just me, I would just say bring Jaquan back on like a 1-year team friendly deal and everything while they still draft the safety. So at least we'll have some sort of depth on the safeties and everything. But definitely bring Kevin Byard back. Jonathan Owens, I would love to see back here. Elijah Hicks, I didn't see too much of. I'd say did let go of him. And also, with this whole stadium thing, man, it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be like anarchy if the Bears were to move to Northwest Indiana. And just a little bit of trivia: this isn't the first time that Northwest Indiana wanted to have the Bears move there. They wanted the Bears to come there back, I think, between like the 70s and the 80s. And the mayors, all the mayors for Chicago was like, no. But they didn't want to hook us up with the brand new stadium. And we got the oldest, smallest stadium in the entire league. And even when we got it, it was an old, decrepit stadium. So, I mean, like, I'll be like this. Indiana wants to roll out the red carpet and Chicago don't want to play ball. I'm like, Pete, see you later. Bye. Deuces. Out, bitches. But, you know, I hope they do stay in Chicago. That's what I'm hoping for, or at least Arlington Heights. But anyway, gentlemen, hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. Just want to leave you this voicemail. And as always, Chicago up, bear down. I'll holler at you on the next one. I'll holler.
Peace. I holla. Shout out my boy Milton. Appreciate the call, man. Real quick, Tremaine Edmonds, Cdub, I'm going to say it. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears overhauled the linebacker position. I just think they're not fast enough. That's just me. I ain't saying it should happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen. Jaquan Brisker, I would love to have him back. We'll see how the Chicago Bears feel, because in the most important game of the season, he had his best game of his career, in my personal opinion. And lastly, the end of February, if them mofos in Illinois don't get their shit together, the Bears going to Indiana, C-Dub, whether you like it or not.
Bears are not going to the Indiana. Fuck that. That cannot happen. When it comes, I'm gonna be really quick too. DJ Moore, I heard that report that the Bears are looking to restructure his contract to help the Bears get some flexibility with more money on the books. I think this will be a great test for DJ Moore. It's up to him which way he want to go. When it comes to Tremaine Edmonds, I love Tremaine Edmonds. He was a Pro Bowler before he got injured. I'm not with y'all. I'm riding with Tremaine Edmonds.
Understood.
Jaquan Brisker, I believe he paced himself. He overly paced himself throughout the season. What we seen from Jaquan Brisker in that last game of the against the LA Rams, I think that is Jaquan Brisker. He just went all out. He was pacing himself. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking with Jaquan Brisker. And when it comes to Jonathan Owens, I remember your girlfriend coming up to Soldier Field in a Green Bay Packer little mini skirt or whatever the fuck that was. I don't forget that. I don't care if you go or stay. Did she not wear a Green Bay dress?
She corrected herself after that.
Oh, y'all forgive her, huh?
I'm just saying, bro. Dang.
Was it an argument like, babe? Jonathan was like, babe, you can't wear that. and then she was like, fuck you. It ain't matter. That's so silly. And then walked up with your ass up there at Green Bay.
But hey, man, give the people your final thoughts, bro.
8 more months. We gonna get there. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. We're gonna see y'all on the next one.
We definitely gonna see y'all on the next one for sure, man. Before y'all get up out of here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Keep those voicemails flowing in. The number to do so is 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears. I'm Bobby. That's C-Dub. We got things to do. We all make sure y'all be safe out there. Hey, Chi-Town up, bear down. Catch y'all on the next one for sure.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.